Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. I want to say good morning to my subscribers in the Philippines. Good evening to my subscribers in America and beyond. I always give a special welcome to my new viewers and new subscribers. Thank you so much for stopping by. We'll never take that for granted. Your kindness, your generosity, your support of Sunshine Shoulders has been truly amazing. And I'm very, very grateful for that. My channel is geared toward the new man and woman who's never been to the Philippines before, but has an interest in coming here. My almost 12 years here doesn't make me an expert, but it does give me a unique perspective, and I like to share that with you to make your trip here more enjoyable and above all things safer. I'm boots on the ground. I'm in the center of all this. It's for your benefit. I live among the locals. I'm always going to give you the nitty gritty. This is exactly what I'm seeing, what I'm living, what I'm experiencing. I'm never going to sugarcoat that. It's not going to start today. I want to talk about how we as foreign men have made the Filipina the #1 tourist attraction in the Philippines, and wrongfully so. Okay, many of us come halfway around the planet, fly 15 to 18 hours to see a woman, and what little of the Philippines that we see, it's a consequence of that. Guys, we need to turn that around. We need to switch that around, okay? And come here and see this beautiful country with, I mean, some of the most just once in a lifetime destinations on the planet. And then make the woman the consequence of that. You know, I always tell people about the story when one of the first trips I ever came to the Philippines. If you go on my video, the 1,000-pound gorilla is waiting for you when you get to the Philippines. It talks about the jet lag, the intense jet lag that waits for you when you get over here. Well, I was all excited. I was all pumped up. I didn't go to sleep, but we had already had this trip scheduled for Tagaytay, you know, north of, I guess that's north of Manila, this beautiful place. But I don't remember any of the trip. It hit me somewhere when we got there, or maybe on the bus. The jet lag hit me, the sleep hit me, and I just don't remember anything. All I remember, it was like I was in a blackout. I was walking around, but I don't remember anything. All I remember was waiting on the bus to come back, and we were in, I don't know, I guess that's Batangas, I don't know. But anyway, I turned around and looked out into this lake, man, and there's a damn volcano sitting right in the middle of this lake. Come to find out, it was the Taal volcano, Taal volcano. And you're talking about a little country boy from Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky, born in Lexington, Kentucky. It's an image that's forever etched in my mind. I'll never, ever forget that, man. I mean, it was just magnificent. That's the only word I can come up with. It was so beautiful. And just for those few minutes, man, I promise you this is true, I had forgot all about the woman, the beautiful woman. Because remember, this is in 2010. I was a playboy back then. I had forgot all about the beautiful woman beside me. I mean, it was just so beautiful. It was a sight. It was just a once-in-a-lifetime sight for me. I've never been back. But I'm going back after this pandemic, because that's what the pandemic is giving me time to do, is to appreciate this place, man. You know, don't cheat yourself. Don't come all the way over here just to see a woman. Don't make her the pinnacle of your visit. You know, it's just so much to do. Bring her with you, because remember I told you on that video, man, they don't travel. Take her with you, but travel. Go see some places. Another place, on one of my first visits to Cebu that I saw, and I want you to visit, it's called the Tops Lookout in Cebu City. And it's on the summit of Mount Busay. I hope I'm saying that right. And you know, you negotiate a price with the taxi to take you up there. If you looked at my video, Where to Stay in Cebu City, if you follow that suggestion and you stay in Mavisa Gardens condominiums, the Airbnb, you're right at the base of the mountain. So all you have to do is just walk down to the end of the street, get you a taxi, negotiate. It's usually about 800 pesos. He'll take you up there. He'll stay for about an hour, you know, while you take pictures, look out. I mean, it's a beautiful panoramic view. You see it all. Cebu, Lapu-Lapu, Mactan, You can't miss this, guys. Okay, you're gonna come all the way over here. You might as well see something beside the inside of a damn hotel room. Okay, or the inside of, some woman's thighs. I mean, really, we got to be, man, that's just so shallow, man. Now this is hindsight being 2020 because that was me. Okay, but the only reason I went to see this place, you got to give all the credit to the woman. It wasn't me. She said, I want to take you to see that. Me, I just wanted to stay in the hotel around the resort. Because remember, that's the time when I first came, my first visit here, man, I never left Cebu. I never left Moncton, let me be honest. We came over to Cebu to meet her family, went back to Moncton the whole 2 weeks. Don't do that. You come too far for that, man. You deserve better than that, guys. I'm not preaching, remember. I'm always coming to you from a position of brotherhood, from a place of support. But we're going to have to flip the script. We're going to have to quit making the woman the focus of this trip. All right? Let her be the consequence. Let the focus be these once-in-a-lifetime destinations that await you over here, man. Okay, here's another thing. You flying right into Manila. Look, take a few minutes. Once you get situated and settled in, maybe the next day, and have them take you to the Manila American Cemetery and Memorial. Okay, if you don't do nothing else when you go to the Philippines, you do that. Okay, that cemetery holds the largest of our military dead from World War II, over 17,000. These are men who died liberating the Philippines so that we could be here right now in the first place. The least you can do is take 30 minutes out of your time, an hour of your time, and go by there and pay your tributes to them. I mean, it's 152 pristine acres, man. I think it's like 11 plots. All the crosses, man, are aligned perfectly, man. I think it's like a circle pattern, if I can remember, because that's one of the things that my stupid butt did. I didn't even know any better, But we got to get by there, guys. It's the reason I'm sitting here now. These guys gave their life, the ultimate sacrifice, fighting the Japanese, liberating the Philippines. Yeah, so I can be here now with this beautiful cost of living, the beautiful weather and all that, and the woman, by the way. Okay, these guys, do that if you don't do nothing else. Okay, something else that we're missing out on when we come to the Philippines, the Philippines has some of the most beautiful coral reefs in the entire planet. All right, you can easily access them too, off Malapascua Island, off Siquijor Island. These are 2 of the smallest islands in the Philippines, but they're close in proximity, especially if you fly into Manila. You can just go snorkeling instead of snuggling at the damn hotel. Go snorkeling off the coast here and look at some of these beautiful coral reefs, man. It'll blow your mind. You won't ever forget it. These are images that's going to be etched in your mind forever, guys. Okay, stop cheating yourself and coming over here, man, and missing all of this, because you want to be snuggled up with some woman in a hotel, man. She don't want to even be snuggled up in the hotel. She wants to travel. Okay, another one, the Puerto Princesa Subterranean River National Park. Now, look, guys, it's not that far from Manila. It's not that far from Cebu on a plane. And remember, plane tickets over here are cheap. Okay, but it houses this, the world famous underground river. This place is now considered the 9th wonder of the world, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this video. The 9th wonder of the world. It's that beautiful. Okay, you cannot miss this. Okay, not only that, but it houses some of the most important forests in Asia. As far as the ecosystem and all of that, guys, come on now. You got to get by there to see that. You cannot fly 18 hours and the only forest you see is in between that woman's thighs. Come on. It's too shallow. You owe it to yourself. Stop cheating yourself. Starting today, when you get over here now, see, you got the pandemic. All this stuff that I'm telling you about, you can go online. You can Google it. You can look it up, man. It's pennies on the dollar for what you would pay to even go to Las Vegas or somewhere like that. Okay, or the Grand Canyon over in America, or the Rocky Mountains in Colorado. But if you're going to fly 18 hours halfway around the world, it better be for more than just to see a woman. Yeah, I mean, we got to change that, guys. You know, we owe that to ourselves. All right, we got to stop making her the focus of this trip. Make her the consequence of the trip. Bring her along with you to see this stuff. All right, or go to see the crystal clear waters of Glen down in the Serengeti province. Some of my viewers right now are in General Santos that have never even been to Glen. It's only a 45-minute van ride. You get in that van, you give them 150, maybe it's a little bit more than that now because we went in 2010. Maybe it's a little bit more than that. You have them take you down there to Glen. You know, we stayed at the Cocoa Beach Resort, right on the beach. We had the beach for the whole day, the first night we were there. I'm talking about the whole 24 hours. We were the only ones on this. It was like a deserted island, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful of a stretch of beach and water that you will ever see in your life. You owe it to yourself, ladies and gentlemen, to see that. Yeah. It's a place that, you know, I've got some pictures, man, that, you know, the few pictures that I've ever taken, man, because I was so shallow back then. You know, all I want to see is the woman. I came all the way over to see the woman, you know, that's how shallow I was. But as the years went by, and I was like, man, this place, I'm going to tell you, I'll repeat it. If the Philippines was any closer to the United States and Europe, it would be the #1 tourist place in the world when you throw everything together and the woman together. No one would even come close because as far as it is away, the logistics, it's still one of the fastest growing tourist spots in the world. But we don't see any of it. We don't see any of that. We see the inside of her thighs or the inside of the hotel room or the Airbnb. That's it. We may try a balut, you know, or something like that. We may try to say a few words of a sign. Look, if you're going to come this far, you're going to be here for 2 weeks, make you an itinerary before you get here to see these places. If you don't see nothing else, you go to see that Manila American Cemetery. Because that's the only reason why you're able to come over here and live the way you can live and enjoy the things that you're enjoying, including that woman sitting next to you, is because the ultimate sacrifice those guys gave. Okay, they gave their lives to liberate this place during World War II. Over 17,000, and over in New Guinea, you know, it's a combination of those, and I don't throw this word around a lot. Heroes, yeah, they're real heroes. See, because they push the Japanese out of here. Okay, damn near destroyed Manila in the process, but that's another video for another time. Look, guys, let's flip the script. Okay, if you're going to come to the Philippines, see some of these once-in-a-lifetime destinations. That's only like 5 or 6 places, man. It's thousands over here. This is a magical place. It's not something I'm making up. We know so little of it, okay? Start coming over here, treating yourself to this place. Let the woman be the consequence. Bring her along with you. She's never been anywhere, okay? But thank you so much for stopping by. If it's in America, it's getting late. Before you let your head hit the pillow, please help somebody. You're on one of them late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs. You're on lunch break on second shift. You see somebody in the street. For God's sake, man, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a couple of dollars. If you're in the Philippines, it's early, man. It's about 7:30 in the morning. We got the whole rest of the day to find somebody to help. I'm going to get a bag of rice today and take to a family. You know, I'm not going to videotape it. I may take a picture because I like to keep stuff transparent. Because it's important we help each other, man. These are some dark times we living in during this pandemic, especially over here. Catastrophic poverty. That's how it's important that we help each other, because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay COVID-free, And I'll see you next time.